Hey guys, Steak here for Games Defined, and this tutorial is going to be on this Bear Grylls Machete. It's a modern version of an old Machete which I haven't got an image of, so you'll just have to take my word for it. So let's get on with it. The first thing we're going to do as usual is set up the plane for the reference image, so drag the plane out in the front view any size because we'll adjust it now. You want the length, which is the height, at 246. The reference image I'm using is also in the description if you want to grab that, and the width is 850, I believe. Change the length and width segments both to 1. Just right click on these and it will change it to the default value. Then what we want to do is go into the material editor, come to the diffuse button, navigate to your material, enable show shaded material in viewport and just drag it on. Now if you look at that, it might look a bit pixelated for you, so a way to get around that is to go to views, viewport configuration, come to display performance, and these are the values you want to change. I've just put the maximum baked procedural maps, texture maps and background environments for the viewport all to 2048, and then once you've done that, just apply an OK. Then come to, if you're in realistic, that is, go to realistic, come to materials and click realistic materials with maps, and that has made that look a lot better. So as usual, another thing we're going to do is freeze the image. So right click the image, come to object properties, you want to check freeze, uncheck show frozen in grey, and click back face cull. So click OK, and that way you can see through the back of the image like that. So in the top front viewport, just press F3, and I'm just going to do the same for all the rest and take the grid off, so we can now no longer click that. So first thing we're going to do is the handle. You can't see it on this part so much, but this black circle, it's got one of these nut bolt things inside it, so we're going to be modeling that as well. So what you want to do is come up to box, make sure it is on box, and then just start dragging out a shape just like that. Oh damn it, just like that, that would do. Just any size. In fact, I'm going to change this to shaded. Then in the perspective view, if you right click and convert this to an editable poly, come to polygon mode and just delete the back polygon. And in fact, let's you know what, let's just delete all but the front. So we could have, you know, we could have just used the plane, would have been a lot simpler, but here you go. I'm going to change this to X-ray mode by holding Alt pressing X, and then in edge mode you want to select this edge here, hold shift and drag it out like that. Just just do a few like that, and again like that, and just one more time. We're gonna add some loops or edges here anyway. So once that is done, if you come up to the toggle ribbon and then come to modeling, you want swift loop. So I'm just going to add a loop here so we can get this bit down here, and then in vertex mode there, or just click one on the keyboard, just drag the vertices around to make the shape. Just basically follow the shape. I'm just going to do that one up there that one down there, and in fact we do need another one, so just add a swift loop back there and just make your shape. Like that, and you can see that we need one through the middle here, so with the swift loop again, just add one. In fact, I'm going to add one up there and then another one down here, and just drag them in line so you have the basic shape of that. So in fact, I'm just going to double click this line and drag it up. That one's fine, that can be left how it is, and come out of X-ray mode and just drag that out a little bit. So now in border mode, we're going to select this border, or Control A does the same thing, and then holding Shift, actually no, not holding Shift, you don't have to hold anything really, just drag it across so we get this kind of shape, so it comes out. And then basically, because I can't see the whole thing, I'm going to have to just improvise a little bit, which I have no problem with. So just then hold Shift and drag it out so you get this like that. And then what we want to do is sort this out for a start. As you can see, the smoothing group is changing this to be really smooth and this to be jagged, and I'll show you how to get around that. So in polygon mode, just select everything, and if you scroll right down to the polygon smoothing groups, you'll see that it's some of it is on group 3, so just click clear all and smoothing group 1. Yeah, let's just do smoothing group 1. Just come out of polygon mode. Yeah, that's what you should have if you followed me. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just gonna add a turbo smooth to that with, say, 2 iterations. Click isoline display so you only get the original lines like that. And if we go to the front view, take the grid off and hold Alt text, you can see that this needs editing because it's not the right shape. For example, this is curved when this isn't, so, and the same for down here, and this is a bit out, and definitely this area, and again this area, and this, it's pretty much all over. So if you come to editable poly, click show end result like that, and then you want, say, edge mode, and you want to, well, as soon as you click that, it will show you the cage, which you can take off if you want. Under the subdivision surface, click show cage, and at the minute it's a orange cage, and if you select a edge, it will highlight in yellow. You can change that because sometimes it is a bit hard to see. So to do that, just simply click the orange button, which is your cage, and I'm just gonna, let's make a really obvious color, say that one blue, and then once it's selected, I'm gonna have, yeah, this green, because they're really nothing like each other, so we can clearly tell what's selected. So anyway, after you've sorted that out, if you have, I'm gonna sort this edge out. So to do that, I'm going to first come out of X-ray mode, click Swift Loops, and then find out where I want it. I'm just going to go back into X-ray mode, find out where I want it, and I'd like it there. So that's sorted that edge out already, which is a lot better. Actually, in fact, no. undo that, and I'm going to do this edge down here, which may work a bit better. So just find out where you want the edge and just click that, which it has, and it's not disturbed anything up here, which we pretty much don't want it to anyway. So then what we're going to do is sort out this area. So with the Swift Loop tool again, just click around the sides, and in edge mode just drag this edge down like that. This we can get away with just moving about till it's the right shape. Maybe not on that edge, but we can here. So just drag that around. Maybe we might have to do another edge here, so add the Swift Loop like that and just drag that edge out, and we have something looking good. In fact, this needs this edge here. If you look at it in the top view, yeah, this edge needs to come out. So in the top view, you want to select. In fact, it might be easier to select it in this way. Yeah, that would do. Select those, and in top view, just drag it out until you're happy with the shape, which I am. So that edge is sorted out for there. That edge is alright. Though we do have some problems here, which aren't too bad. And then we just need to sort out this edge. So in the front view again, go to X-ray mode and come to edge mode again, and looks like we need an edge down here. So let's first do this edge. So in Swift Loop, we want to sort that edge out and that edge. So that's sorted that one. But we want to do this edge here, but we don't want to affect the ones down here. So what we're going to do is create something called a localized loop, which is just going to come up here and across there and up there. So in front view again, let's just turn that on, and in edge mode you want to select these edges there, and then click the connect settings. Just do that, and then select these edges, and with the edge constraint, where is that? Yeah, under edit geometry you want edge, and that constrains it to that edge there. So just say we want to move that one up a bit more, and that one down. So once that's done, you want to select these three edges. I think that's 3, that's 4. Yep, that's the one. And then connect again, and that's made the loop around here, which isn't a problem at all. So if we just look at this, see we have some issues here, which isn't really a problem once it's smoothed. Well, it is a little bit actually. So we just need to sort that out. So come off that, take off Turbo Smooth, and then let's see if that's there. Okay, maybe a way to get round this is come to edge mode and click turn and maybe find that edge like that, and that's sorted that out. Let's see if we have to turn this edge. Yeah, that seems to have sorted that edge out. So everything, basically want to make sure that everything is a quad, which will mean it has 4 sides. And in fact, no, that's in fact what we're going to do is just delete that edge, and then just select all the polygons and just press clear all, because we don't really want to because we don't really need to smooth it at the minute. So we've got this basic shape back, and then well in edge mode, just delete this edge again. So this is the sort of problem that you have got to deal with when modeling. You've pretty much always got to edit your model, because it might not be exactly the way you want it to be. So let's try these edges and these edges and just connect that. Well, let's take edge constraint off and come out of X-ray mode. Like that. And as you can see, that is a triangle, and we really, we really don't want triangles. So just make a just select all them. Just make a swift loop. No, connect even. In fact, no, don't worry about that, because that isn't really a big problem. And this edge here does need to come out a bit, so go into edge mode and let's say select these edges and bring them out, and let's firstly, we should have done this edge. Let's see that and move them out. Let's delete that, because I don't think, although we might. Yeah, we can make a loop around there, which probably would have been better. So with that there, just connect and slide that up. And we want to do the same down here as well. So just there, just connect. And then just manually move them with edge constraint on. Let's see if we can connect these together to make the shape. Yes, we can. So if we just do the same up here, right click, go to target world, and oh, wrong one. That might not be as, yeah, okay. Just right click and then cut you want to cut from that edge to that edge, and then in edge mode, just this one here, just right click and cut that. So looks like we have got rid of all the triangles, which is perfect because we don't want any triangles. So once you've got the shape like that, that's what you want. I don't know if this is like that on the actual object, but that's what ours is going to be. So yeah, and then click in edge mode. If show end result off, you want to click just one of these edges. Then we're going to go into the symmetry modifier. So scroll down to the list, select symmetry, and you want the Z axis. Click the mirror and just drag that down until it snaps, like you can see there. Snaps there like that. And let's see if it looks good. Just going to isolate that with this button down here, or you can press Alt and Q. I think that looks good. I think this might need to be a bit sharper, but other than that, I like this shape. So let's just make this a bit sharper. In symmetry, we're going to go down to, no actually, edit poly even, come to edge mode, and then go to X-ray mode, and then front view might help. Yeah, we're just going to get an edge in front of this edge here. So in front view again, just come to swift loop and show end result, and just, in fact that won't work, just do it, I'm going to do it on this edge here. Let's see if I like that any better. You can change that. Yeah, I'm happy with that. It's not perfect, but I'm happy with that. In fact, let's just go to the top view. I'm gonna move this out to make a better shape. Well, edge constraint, turn that off, change that to none, like that. Top view again, gonna press F3. Oh, have I clicked the right thing? Yeah, maybe the same for that as well. Yeah, that's much better. So now that is done, let's see. So if we just come to the reference image again, what we're going to do is we're going to make these sections here, and we're just going to do one side for now. Take that off, and we want to get a circle. So in the shapes panel under splines, you want circle, and you want to draw it out to about the same size, and in the modify panel change the interpolation down to 1 like that, so you got the basic edges. You know what, I'm just going to turn turbo smooth off. In fact, turn the light off so you can still see it. And then what I'm going to do is try and rotate this. Damn thing might be able to select it. I'm going to rotate this so that it doesn't have to be in exactly the same place, but I'm going to try and get these two to line up with this line. That's close enough. So now I'm going to trace out this shape on here. So in vertex mode, I'm going to right click, select cut, and then cut from this line to this line. And then, in fact, to make it a lot easier, if you come to snaps toggle, enable it, then right click it and make sure vertex only is on, so just clear all and click vertex, and now it will only snap to the vertex, which is what we want. So just press cut, and we're going to go from this corner to this vertex here, and then we're going to follow this shape all the way around until we've done it all. So that's that done. Then we're going to just delete that line, because we don't really need that line, and then just connect these in vertex mode. Just connect these up to the edge, so cut again, and we want to just connect them to there. In fact, we'll do that one there, and then that one there, that one there, and then that one there. So we don't really need that, so just delete that, and then take snap toggle off with S on the keyboard. Just you want to connect this vertex to that one, so just right click, target weld, and target weld that one to that one, and then that's it for that. And you can see we've now made an n-gon, which is, it's got 5 sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we want to just cut that all the way round. So with the cut, just cut it round like that. So there are no n-gons anymore, there's just the quads. And in the front view, we'll just move that up like that and just scale it up. Let's see, just that'll do. We'll just move that out of the way for now because we don't need it. And then in polygon mode, just select that middle polygon, and then you want to click inset. Just do it a little bit, it's up to you how much. I'm just going to do 0.6, nope, 0.6 like that. Click OK, come out of that X-ray mode and into perspective mode or orthographic. You want to click extrude, put that back down to 0 and do that backwards a little bit. Then press the plus and do it back a bit further. Press the plus again and do it a little bit. Press OK, then inset it like that. And that's got that shape there for the little bolt that is going to be placed here. And just Let's just turn that on, see what that looks like, which looks pretty good. I like the look of that, and we can make this tighter. So if we come to the edit poly and then just click one of these edges around, hold shift and click another one, and it rings it, I think. Yeah, it rings it, and then just connect it. It is a weird shape, so just click the slide all the way until it reaches the edge, click OK, and then scale it out and it will keep its shape. So let's see if we can show you. You can see this edge getting a lot, oh god, it's going everywhere, a lot tighter, but I don't want that, so let's just hold shift and then hold control, press backspace, and you can do the same for the loop in here. So just move, oh, wrong one again. Let's just take that off. It's this one we want, and then just move that back, and it softens it out, but I like it at what it was, so just leave it at that. So that's that one done. We're going to do the same thing down here. So take that off, and then we're gonna just move this shape about a little bit. That's fine. Then we're gonna move this to where we want it to be. So about there. Then turn off turbo smooth, and then just gonna try and just move this about like that, just to, you know, get, in fact, no, let's do that one there. That's a lot better. Yeah, that'll do. So then in vertex mode, right click, press cut, make sure you've got snap toggle on, and it will remember the vertex only option. So just click that edge and then work your way around. There, and then just move that out of the way. Yeah, take snap toggle off. And in vertex mode, you want to first select all of these and make sure they are welded together, and it will, if you select them all and it says vertex number selected, that means this is vertex number 85 that's selected. Or if you select more than one, it will show you 2 vertices selected, so that's how you know. So let's just delete these lines in here. Oh, what's it doing now? It's not saying, oh, weird. Very strange. It's not. What's that all about? Anyway, just go to vertex mode for now, and just cut the edge. So that, like that, and then just back to front mode again. Connect these together. We're gonna need to sort this out like that, and then let's see, it's a bit of a weird shape, but you know, it will do. Just go to edge mode and just move these about so the geometry is a bit better looking. And in fact, I'm just gonna cut that. No, cut that from there across to there, and then we don't, it's doing that again. Really don't understand why it's doing that. Let's just select everything we don't want. So let's just come out of that again. Let's just collapse to that. Huh, weird. So now we can just select the edges we don't want. Okay, that's why. So just then remember to hold Control and press backspace as you're doing that. Yeah, and that's alright. Okay, so we don't need this edge. Whoops. Like that. We don't need that edge. And just move with edge constraint on. Move that down. Move that across. So it's a bit better laid out. And then just do the same thing that we've just done. Go to Inset. Say, I think it was 0.6. Yep. And then extrude that inward once, not twice. And then back up. And then inset that again. Let's enable turbo smooth, and that, well, that is exactly what we want. So I'm just going to leave it there for the first part, so we don't take too long on that. In the next part we're going to do the blade and model the hardware, so that would be the bolts, and we're also going to do this hole back here, and we're going to do the string or rope, whatever. So I hope you learnt some basic modeling techniques which I've just shown you, and I'll see you back here for part 2. Thanks for watching.